welcome to this week's vlog. It is the most beautiful, beautiful morning and it's up early. I've done my workout, I've done the mucking out and I'm just out with Lola. I've just had a message from my brother. They are expecting their first baby imminently. She's at the hospital and I am feeling quite emotional. I've waited a very, very, very long time to be an auntie. And we're all super excited, so I will keep you posted. I'm hoping that there's going to be some very happy news imminently. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be the next day, but it's happening, which is so exciting. And KK's got a riding lesson this morning, followed by a hockey match. So I let her have a little bit of a line. She needs a little bit of a line. We got back from school at about 8:45 last night. There was a sort of social at her house, so we could meet the parents and do all of that, which is really, really lovely. And I'm trying to make the most of this weather because I think it's going to turn. So I thought, I woke up and I thought, just get up and do it. And I am feeling so good from my workouts. You probably know I have a bit of a sweet tooth. I love chocolate, quite partial to a sweet, and definitely love a bit of cake and a cookie. And so, I can eat those things and work out. And I've just got so much more energy. I feel so much better and much happier. And more importantly, I don't have the aches and pains. Like I have the aches and pains from doing a workout, like I have slightly tight hamstrings, but I don't have the body aches and pains that I get if I don't do workouts, and I think we're all better for it. So this is your motivation, okay? Come on, do something, even if it's a bit of yoga, even if it's a bit of Pilates, whatever is your jam, just try and do it, at least a few times a week. I do 5 sessions a week, that's it, and then I try to have the weekend off, although I did do a workout this morning, which I don't normally do, but I just felt like I wanted to, and I'll probably miss one next week because I know that next week is pretty busy. I've got a lot going on, so I just thought, well, I can do it, and then if I miss a couple of workouts next week, it's fine, it's absolutely fine, and it's lovely, just if you wake up and you want to do it. And I know that I sleep so much better. I feel so much better. I have more energy throughout the day. And I've literally been sleeping like a baby. So I'm very pleased to be back on that. Sorry, it's a bit of a ramble about my workouts, but I know that they make me a much happier, probably nicer person, to be perfectly honest. Simon says I'm much nicer when I do my workouts. Probably less grumpy. Maybe less hormonal, who knows. Anyway, I'm going to give Lola her breakfast, do the other dogs, and then I'm going to actually do a little bit of cooking before riding, and then I'll have my shower slightly later on. I like to try and get all my dirty jobs done while I'm still a bit like hot and sweaty and a bit messy. I'm in my leggings with my welly boots. These leggings I bought in America. And I've had a few people say, Charlie, what else did you buy in America? I haven't actually done what I bought in America. I bought 3 shirts from shop KMJ. I bought these leggings. I bought some beauty products from Sephora. I bought 2 things in Gap. And I think that was it, guys. I think that was it. I bought some things for the children. But there wasn't anything particularly exciting to do like a what I bought in America video. But as and when I'm wearing things or using things that I bought in America, I will share with you. And these are one of them. They are Lululemon. I think they call them their Align leggings. And I love Lululemon. This top is Lululemon. It's such good quality and it lasts years. Like I've been doing my workouts, seriously, with Lee, 5 times a week for 7 years, I want to say. And my Lululemon my Lululemon leggings. I got overexcited trying to say that quickly. Lola, sit. I know you're waiting for your breakfast and I'm talking, which is really annoying, but you just wait a moment. They're still going strong from all those years ago. So yeah, if you sometimes paying a little bit more and buying really good quality means you just need to buy once and they'll last you years and years and years, and that's what I find with Lululemon. So I'm a big fan, so I'm sticking with them. But I did invest in one new pair of bright green leggings because I just felt like I wanted a new pair, and actually I wear them under my waterproof trousers in the winter. So I'll do my workout, put my waterproof trousers over the top and then go and do the horses. So they do get a lot of wear and a lot of use, and I like the long ones that come to your ankle, particularly for that reason. Anyway, I have to give Lola her breakfast because her patience has run out. It's such a beautiful day. I have put my favourite dress on. You still can't really see it. I've got my apron on and there's too much sun, but this is my favourite dress that I've been living in, and this may be my last opportunity to wear it. So I quickly ironed it this morning and popped it on. It's so sunny here. I've just filmed a how-to for my members club for October, and we were talking about flower arranging. So I've just done that and I'm showered and I'm ready to go to Coco's hockey match. I'm just cooking some lunch quickly for the boys, and then us girls will head off. Little Florence is here. Just say hello to everybody. Yes, you just say hello. Coco had a great riding lesson with Di on Santana, which is going really, really well. And yes, a happy morning. Don't put your foot in my dress because that's really annoying, darling. No, not the foot in the dress. We talked about this a lot, sweetie. I know. Right, lunch and then hockey. I've just popped you up at a precarious, in a precarious way. Well, I quickly am making pasta, peas and bacon for lunch. I'm chopping this shallot really badly. But just a little baby update. She's been induced, but nothing is happening as of yet. They've been out and about for a walk, but they seem to be doing well. I'm quite happy. So that is very, very exciting. I'm sort of on tenterhooks today, and every time the phone pings, I'm jumping at it even more so than normal, waiting for news. Yeah, I love babies, and I don't know, I loved, I know this really sounds really weird, but I really loved giving birth. Absolutely, for me it was just the most magical time, and such a privilege to be able to go through that experience and hold your baby. I will be eternally grateful that I had that opportunity and have 3 wonderful children. I never ever take it for granted. Anyway, I will keep you posted. So my pasta, peas and bacon, I use a shallot. I think I've shared this quite often with you guys. It's a family favourite. So I obviously cook some pasta. I've got the oven on to do some garlic bread. I fry off some diced pancetta. I then add in the shallot. I add in some stock. I add in some peas, a little bit of pasta water, and then I add in some double cream right at the end and serve. And it literally takes 10 minutes, and my children absolutely adore it. It is a firm favourite, so I thought we would do that quickly for lunch today. Gus has got a friend coming over in a minute, and yeah, so I'm going to get cooking. good morning. Well, we went to the hockey match. It was so lovely. I picked up, sorry, Gus is playing a computer game. He's clearly shooting people. Coco was playing against her best friend from her previous school, so I picked up her mum and we went together. So it ended up being a really, really lovely day. And I have got a friend about to arrive. She's coming to stay. She lives in America. She's coming with her baby. They're about to arrive, so I thought I'd quickly chat to you before she comes. She's going to be here for a few days, so you may see her if she wants to be part of it. But I promised I would share these with you, and hadn't arrived. So anyway, that is Colin's nameplate. They're from a company, and again, I found them on Etsy. It's called Florence and Flamingo. Love their packaging. And this is Santana's, so matching for their stables. I haven't got one for Hooch because he's not ours, whereas these two will be hopefully in our lives for a long time. I hope. You never quite know with horses. So thrilled with those, and I will see if I can leave that Etsy shop linked down below because they're great, lovely service, and actually a really sensible price. They aren't metal, they're sort of plastic, but I didn't want to spend a fortune, so I thought that was just a sensible option. And then I've got actually lots of things to share with you this week. Peachy Belts have just sent me their new catalogue, and I love Zoe at Peachy Belts. She's gorgeous, and their new their new sample leathers. I'm rather loving this one. I think that will be really fab for autumn and winter. So that is lovely to see their new bits. Oh, Si's just telling me he's going out for a shower. So that is from Peachy Belts, which is exciting, and I think that is about it that I'm going to share with you at the moment, because I'm going to get ready for my friend arriving, which is very exciting. Also, I haven't given you a baby update. Still hasn't been born, but things are progressing and my brother is keeping me up to speed. Actually, I got up pretty early because being sort of on tenterhooks, so that is exciting. It's almost certainly going to be today. And my cousin's just got engaged to her long-term boyfriend, and they are soulmates. They're the most gorgeous couple, so that is excellent news. Found out about that this morning, so all very, very happy and exciting, gorgeous, lovely news. We love babies and weddings and all of that stuff. So anyway, yeah, I will give you an update later on. There have been happy tears. I'm an auntie. My brother and his wife have had a baby boy called Anton. He is doing really well. He's quite a big boy. 3.7 kilos. I don't know what that is in pounds. I haven't actually had a chance to work it out yet. He's a big bonny boy, and it is so unbelievably exciting. I feel really, really emotional. I was out riding as he was trying to call me with really bad reception, and it took sort of 5 minutes until I got on the top of the canal bridge and could actually speak to him. Yes, I've been waiting for that phone call, as you guys know, for the last couple of days. He was in no hurry to come out, but it's so very exciting. Coco and I are on a hatch. It's on Santana, and I'm on my darling Colin. Just love him. On the buckle, on a long rein, and he just looks after me, which is perfect for Sunday afternoon. It's been weird weather today. We had rain and suddenly the sky went black. We had a bit of a storm, and now it's cleared and it's really muggy, which isn't ideal. But anyway, I think it's going to be wet all week, so I thought we'd get out while the sun was out and have a nice evening ride together. And then we got that wonderful, exciting news. So I'm thrilled, and we will be opening a bottle of bubbles later, and we will toast baby Anton. Yeah, so thrilled. They didn't know what it was. It was a surprise. They didn't find out, but they just knew that it was a boy. And we've all been talking for the last few days. We all thought that it was a boy too. I think Coco was hoping for a girl to finally have, not be the only girl, but hey ho, a beautiful bonny boy, which is so exciting. Anyway, I'm going to concentrate on my hack and chat to you all tomorrow. Oh, and Victoria, my friend, has arrived with her baby, so it's all babies and lots of excitement at our house. She's staying for a few days, so really, really lovely to have her with us as well. I've just left her, gone out for a quick hack. Anyway, yes, I'm completely rambling now, just overexcited. Hello. I've been a bit useless at vlogging for the last couple of days. I've got Victoria and her little daughter Lily staying, and I've just enjoyed them as much as I possibly can. They leave tomorrow, so I've just taken a little bit of time to enjoy their company. And I'm out. Lily's asleep, and I've just she's asleep in the cot. So Victoria's staying behind. I'm just taking the dogs out for a walk. This double lead, I'll leave it linked down below, from Hicks and Hyde, is amazing. It's so useful. It means I don't get wrapped up like a complete and utter mad dog lady like I used to with them, or like 2 separate leads would literally wrap me up in knots, so that is very good. I daren't let them off at the moment. Penny is being such a devil for going down holes and disappearing on me. The weather is funny, like it's turned, like it's blustery. I think we've had like 40-mile-an-hour winds today. It's blustery and it's drizzly, but it's not cold. I'm just wearing this blouse from Jules, which is like a fine cotton voile. Thank goodness, with my musto. So it's keeping me dry without overheating too much. Although I could probably even ditch the coat, but then I'd get wet. It's one of those kind of weathers. But lots of conversations with my brother about baby Anton. All is going well. They're still in hospital. It wasn't the easiest birth. So they're keeping them in for a few more days, which is really sensible. I mean, I never think it's a great idea if things haven't gone that smoothly to rush home from hospital, stay there and be well looked after. And they're being really well looked after in Austria. And it's lovely that my brother is in super close touch, sending me pictures and videos, and it's gorgeous, and it's just, yeah, it's very, very special to be an auntie. So Simon's just got one sister who doesn't have children, and I've just got one brother, and this is their first. So it's a very, very, very much wanted relation that has been born, an adored cousin. My three's reaction is just gorgeous. And hopefully we'll get to see him soon enough. So that is very, very exciting, and it's just lovely having my friend and cuddling a baby. I've got various things to share with you. I've got a couple of deliveries, so I will do a little try on. And because the weather really has turned, I mean, look at this. We haven't got that heat that we had last week and the week before, and maybe the week before that. I will talk through some autumn clothes, some autumn ideas, a bit of autumn fashion for you. But I'm going to do that after Victoria's left, because I just want to really enjoy her company as much as possible. And rather than sort of being off filming, it's about getting the right balance, isn't it? But she leaves tomorrow, and then I'll be sharing all sorts with you. I am just going to walk the dogs, and then I didn't do mucking out this morning, so I'm going to get that done. It was really, really wet and really horrid. It's not that much better now, but it is a bit. So I'm going to just, when I get back from walking the dogs, go and muck out the horses and do that before school runs and supper and all of that jazz. But it's been quite lovely because baby Lily has been sampling my food for the members club for October's recipes, and she's been loving it. I put less seasoning in for her, and she's been really enjoying it and wolfing it down, so that is good news. Look at those berries. Just love autumn. And I had my Zoom with my members club this morning, which was really lovely. So I do a monthly Zoom where we get to chat and natter and just talk. And actually what's so lovely about Zoom is I get to put names and faces together, and I get to chat to people, and you know, no question is a silly question. We talk about all sorts, and it was a really lovely session. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy these guys. Oh, I have got an update further on. I'll talk to you in a minute about that. Hopefully you can hear me with this wind too. I've just seen some conkers on the ground, which seems really early, but then it is mid-September, so it's not really early. I think because we've had that hot weather, it's just sort of thrown things a little bit. But a little update on this fencing that I showed you last week, and I didn't know what it was. I'm sure I didn't give you this update already in this vlog. I'm sure I didn't when I was riding past. I'm sure I didn't. Anyway, forgive me if I'm telling you for the second time. Sometimes I get a little bit forgetful over here. But look, that huge fencing is for trees. I thought they might be having deer or something in there, but no, they are planting a lot of trees, and so that is to protect the trees from the deer, and we do have a lot of deer in the area, so very sensible. I'm actually going to put my hood up. I'm wearing my Mosto, which I absolutely love. It is a brilliant coat, but it's time for hood up, and I'm going to put my head down and beetle home as quickly as I can. Probably have a quick cup of tea before doing the horses, just to, I don't know, feel like it. I think I've got three fields, 2 stables to do, so not too bad, but probably at least 40 minutes of pushing a wheelbarrow around, picking up muck. Anyway, someone's got to do it, haven't they? So not only is it a bit warm and muggy for us, it is for them too. And actually Colin had ripped his lightweight turnout rug. So I took Victoria on a very exciting outing this afternoon to Mole Country Stores. I love that place. And Colin is sporting a very smart new lightweight turnout rug. This is just, actually what does it say? I'm sure it's like 100 grams. Or is it 50? No, it's 50. So they're Horseware Ireland, and this is their Amigo, and it's a 50-gram turnout rug. And Colin is looking mighty fine in it. I don't like rugs that have attached hoods. I like them to be detachable, and I haven't actually got a hood for this one. He's just going to have a filthy neck because it plays havoc with their manes, and I've spent a long time growing Colin's mane out, which is looking rather bedraggled at the moment, I know. But if you have rugs, horses rugs, sorry, this is really random. If you're not horsey, you might skip on by this bit. If you have hoods on horses, it can take part of their mane out. It rubs, and then you end up with a funny patchy mane. And there is a very smart girl in this stable with a new rug on too. So Colin and Santana are matchy. Aren't you gorgeous, girl? You're matching. So I've got her one too, because the turnout rug she was in was fractionally tight, I thought. So I've gone up a size for her, and she will be growing. So I'd rather it be slightly on the bigger side than slightly on the small side and rub. So she has got a small one as well. So I'm going to turn these two back out and go and do their fields. But I just thought I would share with you their very smart attire. And Horseware Ireland are really great quality rugs. Colin is a monster and likes to rip rugs, bless him. So yeah, he needed an upgrade. I mean, actually I had to throw his rug away because it was shredded from last year, but anyway, he's got a new smart one, and that is all that matters, because I couldn't turn a grey out this time of year without a rug on, because he would be a different colour. He'd be sort of orangey brown, and that's not very nice. So he's looking a lot smarter, and he likes to find the muddiest, boggiest part to roll in, because he's a boy And that's what boys do, isn't it? They just are muddy little things. Well, not so little. I mean, look at him. He is absolutely enormous. Enormous. All 17.3 of him. And actually, that is the biggest rug I could get for him. I probably could have gone online. He could possibly do, like, it's just okay. The next size up, it's going to be a bit on the big side. But that's a 7-foot rug, which is pretty enormous. That shows how big my boy is. Hi, I do pop up in some random places. I am in Gatwick in a multi-storey car park in the Beast, and we managed to get up here level 4 too, and I managed to park, but I had to find an end of like line spot, and I still had to climb out because there's a pillar there and I couldn't open the door, but I had to park as close so I didn't hang out the back so much. But anyway, we got into a multi-storey car park, which is quite something. I have just dropped Victoria and her gorgeous baby Lily at the airport, and they are flying off somewhere else. But we've just had a really, really gorgeous few days. And I think it's been lovely that my brothers and his wife have just had their babies. There's just been a lot of baby chat, those little noises that babies make. Lily is such a gorgeous little baby, and it's just been a lovely, lovely few days. So I am heading home to do a few errands, walk the dogs, a couple of jobs before going to watch Gus's football match this afternoon. So that is kind of my day and my plan, but it's really windy and blusterous, and I hope that their flight's okay. Like, it's not too bad, but it is a bit blusterous. The horses were quite lively this morning in the fields. I think the change in seasons affects all of us. And I always find, like, between summer and autumn, and then, like, not so much between autumn and winter with the horses, but between like winter and spring, there's always a big change with the horses, and their behaviour can be a little bit like, you know, they've well, full of the joys of spring in spring and got the wind up their backsides at this time of year. Mine certainly have got that today. Anyhow, I am going to get out of this car park before it doesn't let me out without having to pay again. So I'm going to stop prattling on to you guys and talk to you a bit later on. I'm back from the airport run, and I have had a guy here fixing the phones. So that has taken a little bit of time. He was sort of buzzing around and making noises, testing things and doing all sorts. And I was like, I've really got things to do. You know, how long is this going to take? It's great that they're fixed. They're sort of fixed. Somebody's got to come back. But anyway, we're making progress. The joys of living in the countryside and being quite remote and things not working brilliantly is slightly the bane of my life. I can't wait until everything is working. We need a new router upstairs and various bits and pieces, but the Wi-Fi down here and in the B&B is excellent, so I am a happy bunny. Now, I mentioned, I think I mentioned yesterday that I've got some goodies to share with you, and I really do have some goodies to share with you. These are absolutely stunning. These beautiful boxes are from Elizabeth Scarlett, and they've got some goodies inside. Really, really beautiful, beautiful things. These gift boxes are a work of art in themselves, and actually really useful to put things in. Like, you could put some tissue paper in there and keep some jewellery. You could keep special letters in this one. But let me show you what's inside. They have the most beautiful, beautiful pouches. So this is their everyday pouch. This is in navy velvet, and it's 100% cotton velvet, and they have personalised it with my initials, CDG, and then you've got my initial C and all these wonderful animals on the front and on the back too. Now this, I think, is so versatile, because you could use it as a makeup bag. You could use it in your handbag just to keep maybe like your hairbrush, your perfume, your essential bits. You could use it traveling. You could use it to keep special things in. You could use it as an evening bag. You could literally use it like as an evening clutch and go out like that. It is so beautiful and so versatile, and the embroidery is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. And they've got the most beautiful, beautiful collection. So that is the first piece, but there's more in this big box. So this is something that you can keep like special letters, like when the children write me birthday cards, Mother's Day cards, I keep them all. I can't get rid of them. And so you can put them like in a memory box like this. So in here we have got, and these cotton bags that they come in are beautiful in themselves. And actually these are really useful when you're traveling. You can keep them and you can pop your underwear in, you can pop your shoes in, you can put your pajamas in, whatever. So those dust bags have a use too. So this is their wash bag, and again it's a beautiful navy velvet with the same embroidery as this one, which I think is really lovely that they that they match. And it's just a really great size wash bag for traveling. So inside, paper out, it is wipeable, which I love in a wash bag. You can actually wipe it out, and it's also got 4 pockets. I don't know if you can see. So you can put like cotton buds or cotton pads or like your face cloth or essential little bits like your nail scissors and maybe a pair of tweezers in those to keep them safe. But a really, really lovely, great size wash bag, and I love the fact that it matches that. And there is one more bit to share with you. And actually, let's just take the tissue off here to show you, because they come with a beautiful, no girls, stop it. They come with a beautiful tassel too. Girls, I don't think there's anyone here. The joys of little dogs. And then in this little cotton bag is, no. Sorry, I know it sets your dogs off as well. This is a mini, so this is their cosmetic bag, which is a really great size, and again the beautiful velvet. So Simon went to Gus's match because he can't for the next couple of weeks, so he went. I didn't go. I was here for the phone man, and they're back early because they had torrential rain and the match was cut short. So there was somebody at the door. The dogs were quite spot on. But this is the lovely cosmetic pouch, and I just think that those are the most beautiful set. And add that one in as well. You know, that is just beautiful. I know I'm going to get so much use out of these, and they're very, very special. And you know I love navy blue, so I'm thrilled with those. And what is even more exciting is I've got a discount code for you, which is Charlie15, which gets you off 15% off everything from Elizabeth Scarlett. So I will leave that link down below. I'll leave my code here on the screen. It's only valid for a few weeks, so take advantage of it now for a very generous 15% off from Elizabeth Scarlett. And they have so many beautiful, beautiful things that I know you won't be disappointed. I've got 2 other things to show you quickly. I have treated myself to a new frying pan. Well, this is more of a pan for pancakes, and Simon likes to cook steak in the pancake pan, and I've had to have words with him because he uses a knife to test how cooked they are, and he's cut the base of the previous pan, so I have got a replacement. And this is the original green pan, healthy ceramic non-stick, and that is a perfect shape, and I like the nice shallow ones for pancakes, and we do a lot of pancakes in the family. And I'm often being asked where my pan is from. The previous one I had was Oxo, but they don't make them anymore, and this one I ordered from John Lewis's. So yes, I don't know why I'm playing bat and ball with a frying pan, but I'm very, very pleased with that. I don't know what they call it. They just call it, It's from the Copenhagen collection, and they call it Pancake Pan, and it is 28 centimetres for your reference. John Lewis's also sent me 2 other things, well, that I ordered. Well, 2 of the same. Coco requested a new pillow, and so I am often being asked where I get my pillows from, so this is why I'm sharing it with you. They are duck and feather, feather and duck down, no, duck, feather and down pillows, and I go for soft medium, and this was £22 from John Lewis's. Now I normally buy them in the sale, and they do a specific like sale range, but we were in America and I missed the boat, and Coco, and I didn't realise that she needed one at the time, and anyway, they are just a great pillow. They are nice and soft, but they have a bit of firmness, and yeah, so for those of you that have been asking me about my pillows, which ones, they are the duck, feather and down pillows from John Lewis's, and they come in like soft medium and then medium hard, so you have a couple of options. So anyway, I am going to go and see my son, chat to my husband, and I will chat to you all tomorrow. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm looking a lot better than I'm feeling. Actually, I'm feeling okay at the moment, but I have just had quite a ridiculous amount of matcha, which I think has perked me up no end. I haven't really had any sleep. I have had a photo shoot this morning with a lovely Sophie, who, when I need decent pictures, I call on Sophie because she is awesome, and I needed to get some pictures taken. So Sophie came, and I didn't want to cancel her because I needed the pictures, so I blow dried my hair at 6 o'clock this morning, and I whacked on some makeup before Sophia was arriving, and we've done our pictures, and we had a good heart to heart. It was a little bit crazy while she was here, the phone going a little bit nuts. We had that dreaded phone call yesterday from school. Archie's fine, but he did have an accident playing rugby and has cut his leg quite badly. I think he was in the bottom of a ruck. There was a stud involved, and the pressure of a whole load of boys sort of on him, and it just pulled down against his leg and removed a flap of skin, basically. He has had it stitched back up, and Simon has actually flown up to Scotland because Archie's flying home today. And I've been so excited all week about him coming home, and we've got a bit of a party tomorrow because it's his birthday next week, and he's got a 16th birthday party to go to, and we've got a wedding, and there's a whole load of stuff going on this weekend, but Archie's on crutches and has to keep his leg elevated, which isn't ideal, which is why Si's flown up to fly back with him, because that seemed like the best option, because we didn't want him struggling at the airport. He's actually come back slightly, like he should be coming back tomorrow. He's coming back tonight, and so there's not people on the flight with him. It was an unaccompanied flight, so Simon has gone up to be there to drive him to the airport and to help him negotiate. You know, airports on crutches are not a great idea, are they? Particularly when you're an unaccompanied minor. So it will be lovely to have him home, and he's allowed to fly, which is a big relief. But it's a nasty cut. He had a nasty cut on the other leg, which is only just healed. He's only just back on sport, and now he's done the other leg. And Simon was like, what is it with this child? But Archie's happy. We're laughing about it. Dad's up there. And the medical centre, the school are phenomenal. They have kept us informed with every loop of everything. He has been so well looked after. We have spoken to the doctor that stitched him up and that saw him again this morning, and he's booked in to see him next week. So it's all fine. But yeah, I hate it when you get that phone call. You just want them to say really quickly what's happened rather than waiting. I was like, she said, there's been an accident. And I was like, is it his head? And she was like, it's his leg. I was like, phew. I think she thought I was a bit loopy, but as a mummy, you just want to know quickly. So yes, we didn't get much sleep. We also, one of the reasons why we didn't get much sleep was because there was a power cut. So I went to bed really early, like 8 o'clock, because I couldn't do anything, and I had a whole load of stuff that I wanted to do that I couldn't do. So I just thought, I know Archer's okay, we've spoken to everybody, I'm just going to go to bed. But then Simon had a really early flight, and yeah, just didn't get much sleep. A really bad storm here, really stormy. And anyhow, this week was going so much better than last week, but you know, these things happen, and when children play sport, things happen, and yeah, it's life, isn't it? But I am going to take you upstairs, and we're going to have a little bit of another Joules haul. This blouse is Joules, I showed it to you last week, but also this cardigan is Joules. But we're going to go upstairs, we're going to do it properly, we're going to have a little bit of a try on, and talk a little bit about autumn clothes and the changing of seasons. So my second mini Joules haul for you. This cardigan, which I think works really well with this blouse. I showed you this blouse, I think it was last week, which is also from Joules. And I've got a navy Beaufort and Blake cardigan, which is similar to this. This is sort of ribbed, chunky, cozy cardi. I don't have a cardi like this. I've got a cashmere cardi, which I've had for quite a long time, which is slightly different colour, different shape, and this is more sort of, I don't mind if it gets a little bit ratty with dogs and horses and things, but still looks smart and good, and I quite like the length of it. So it's, when I opened it, I thought it might be a little bit too cropped because I'm quite long in the body, but actually I think it sits perfectly. So that is the first thing. Then this beautiful scarf, which is really pretty colours, and I just find a scarf really quite useful. So many different ways that you can wear them. I tend to just sort of wrap them around like that, but lots of different ways. And a navy gilet, because my gilet, which I wear for the horses, is so ratty, so revolting, so tired, covered in Colin's grey hairs, and has actually, quite frankly, seen better days. So I'm just going to actually put this scarf, let's just tie it like around like that. That's a bit better than how I had it before. Little Florence has just come up to join us, and I had a navy gilet from Zara, which was, gosh, I don't know, could have even been 10 years old, which had seen better days and left the premises. But I thought this was really useful, great for my sort of country lifestyle, dogs, horses. When I need a slightly smarter gilet for riding, I can wear this one. And I have seen a smarter one that I would love to get. So I might have this one as my riding one and then a slightly smarter one, but it's got pockets. I like the fact that you can make it slightly more nipped in around the waist if you'd like to, and a navy gilet, you just can't go wrong. So I thought those were really good additions to my wardrobe for the autumn season. And then I have got one other thing that I want to share with you as well, because I think it's gorgeous and great for this time of year. Oh, it's not Florence, it's Penny. Oh, darling girl. This one, she's such a gentle, kind little soul that does like to go off and have adventures and go down holes, don't you? But I love you. Very gentle, aren't you? Yes, Mummy, I am very gentle and very loving and very kind. Right, let's show everybody what else I got. Oh, I just teamed it with my jeans and my House of Brewer boots. So these are quite similar to another brand, but a lot, well, I think they're about £100 cheaper. They were last year anyway, I don't know, I haven't checked. But they are great value. They are so comfortable. I love the heel height. and I absolutely adore them. They were a little bit big around my calf because I have very, very skinny little legs, and so I had them taken in by a local cobbler last year who did an excellent job. That's why he has taken them in down the back seam. They fit like a glove and I adore them, absolutely adore them. So let's pop on the next thing to share with you. So the last thing to share with you is this floral skirt, which I have teamed with my boots from the House of Bra. I'm just going to pop navy cardigan over it, but it's elasticated waist, obviously, with a navy band, and then it's this lovely pinky bird and floral print, which is really, really pretty, pleated, and just a really useful item for your wardrobe. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can wear it sort of super cash with a blouse, cardigan, and just, you know, boots like that, and just, you know, off you go about your day. Or you could wear it with some slightly smarter heels, a little bit more elevated, put some, you know, prettier jewellery on, and go out for lunch. I don't know, go up to London or go to a meeting or whatever it might be. Go to a concert in the evening. You could put it with a polo, like a navy, I've got a navy cashmere polo neck. I think that would look really lovely, and actually I'm going to wear it with my polo neck quite a lot, I think, this autumn, winter, but for now it's cardigan and blouse weather. But I thought really, really versatile, and I love the colours. I love the fact that it's just this sort of delicate print, not too pink, not too bright, but autumnal and soft and elegant and gentle. And I just thought it was so lovely, and I am really, really impressed with Jules's collection this year. I normally buy maybe like one thing from them a year, but actually this collection, I've got my incredible green dress, which I adore, this blouse, the cardigan, scarf and gilet. So absolutely thrilled. Oh, and that other jumper as well, which I shared with you last week, which I'm just going to get. It is here. I haven't worn this yet because we haven't quite had the weather for it. I just noticed it's got a bit of something on it. It has been really hot, and then it's turned, but it's not quite, it's like a thin blouse, jumper on and off kind of weather. It hasn't been cold, it's just been wet and windy and a bit wild, but actually the temperatures have still been quite warm, so it's a bit mixed. Definitely autumnal weather without the nip in the air, if that makes sense. Like even this morning I went out to do the dogs and let the chickens out and do the horses quickly, and I was just wearing I didn't even put a coat on, I was just wearing a cardigan and a top, sort of scruffy clothes to do the animals in. So anyway, I thought that this was very pretty and I wanted to share it with you. And let's just talk for a moment about wardrobes and sorting out and the changing of seasons. So yesterday afternoon when I got back from the airport and I had the telephone man here, which I told you about, I actually just used the time. I couldn't vlog, I couldn't really get stuck into anything, but I just went through my wardrobe that's behind us and I took out all of my summery clothes that I'm not going to wear again this summer. So I just went through all my cupboards and I just put a few things in that have been in storage. I haven't done the proper full changeover yet, and then that's the lovely Jules dress that I was talking to you about. And I just went through and took all of the really summery items out of my wardrobe, and then those go into vacuum packed bags and I store those away, and I change my wardrobe out. Some people, if you've got enough space, you don't need to change it out. Lucky you. I don't have enough space, or maybe I have too many clothes, I don't know. But I like to re-wear clothes. So I have my basics, my key staple wardrobe things. So you know, polo necks, jumpers for the autumn and winter, and then I buy a few new pieces. So there are things that I wear to death that end up then becoming more of like a horse jumper. So for example, I have got a navy, in fact I've got it here because I thought I would talk to you about it. So this I shared with you that is new from the House of Brewer, and I bought this when we were last up in Scotland. This is now going to be my smarter one. I've got a navy one and I've got a grey one that are probably more for doing the animals and riding in, whereas this one I won't do that for a while. I'll keep it for not for best, but for like better, if that makes sense. So I have things that then get put down, like this cardigan, once it's been worn to death, will become more of a gardening cardigan, and I will replace it with a newer version. And I have my kind of basics, like, you know, a navy cardigan, beige cardigan, you know, some greens, and my key kind of wardrobe staples. And then I do buy a few pieces each season, just to, you know, to have something new, to have something fresh. I don't go with trends and fashions and things like that. Just things that suit me and work for me. I've always loved a frilly blouse. So, you know, I've got frilly blouses that I've worn to death that actually will probably then go to a charity shop, or, you know, there's something that I haven't worn, then I sell it, or charity shop. And it depends. And I look at something and, you know, if it's really, really mothy, then that might be for the bin or to use as a rag. Then if it's got a bit of life in it still, it might be charity shop, or if it's got a lot of life in it, then it will either go, and it's maybe a designer brand, then it will go to my friend Juliana, who has a Circle Boutique. It will go to hers to be resold, you know, so, you know, pre-loved fashion. Or if it's not for Juliana, then I might sell it on, you know, an online website, you know, eBay, Vinted, Depop, that sort of place, to, you know, give it a new home somewhere else, but it's not like designer high-end to go for the pre-loved. So when I go through my wardrobe and I take out my summer clothes, if there's something that I just haven't worn that doesn't bring me joy, that I don't love, then I go through, are you to become a rag, are you charity shop, or are you to be sold? And I make different piles. I don't store away clothes that don't fit and that I don't love. And I also have a pile for my daughter of things that she might love too. And then, you know, that works really well for me. So I have a big kind of wardrobe weed as I change my wardrobe out. And then I do buy a few new pieces, and it's really nice to share some new pieces with you as well, rather than me always wearing pre-loved and you know, old things. I have clothes that you know, I'm actually about to go and do horses. I wouldn't go out and do that in this sort of thing, but if I was meeting a friend, if I was going out for lunch, if I was doing a work thing, then it's really nice to put something on rather than living in jeans and you know, being scruffy. And I love to get dressed up and be girly. So that is how I do it. And and I'm always talking about this, working out what works with what and what colours suit you. And, you know, is there an item in your wardrobe that you're missing? I do think it's important, you know, to have a few really, really good key pieces that, you know, may be expensive, but you know that they're going to be in your wardrobe for years to come. And then I don't mind spending a little bit of money on something really, really beautiful, like my coat that I bought earlier this year. It is a beautiful, in fact, I'm going to get it because it's just so beautiful. I can't wait. It's nearly that time of year that I can wear it out and about and really enjoy wearing it. So I'm just going to go and grab that and we'll talk about it. Here it is. So this is from Guinea. I bought it at Cheltenham last year, and I just didn't have a smart, lovely navy coat. And this is super, super long, which is great. So I can wear it with a long skirt. I hate it when coats stop about there, and then you've got this sort of dodgy coat skirt funny thing going on, whereas this is a perfect length with this skirt and with a long dress as well. So I can wear this coat during the day, I can wear it in the evening, I can wear it buttoned up, I can wear it in so many different ways, and this is going to be in my wardrobe for years and years and years, forever. And so it was expensive, but so beautiful, much loved, kind of key piece. And I think it's really important when you're building a wardrobe to have a few beautiful key pieces that work really well with things. I've got a beautiful little black shot silk evening jacket, which Mum had made for me. In fact, it's here in this photo. I'm wearing it at our engagement party. Mum had it made for me probably for that. I don't know. I can't remember. But it was pre being married, but I was with Simon. And yes, she got it made for me, I think, literally as Simon proposed to me. I wear that for pretty much every formal occasion. It's come to Ascot with me, it's come to Goodwood, it has gone to weddings, it's gone to parties, it has gone to so many different occasions. And the great thing about it is it's just this little black jacket that you can pop over a dress, so your arms could be covered. It's just an extra layer of warmth. It's really, really elegant and really versatile. It's about having those wonderful key pieces in your wardrobe that that you know will be in there forever and will work. And they're not going to date. They're not going to be like a fashion item. Like cowboy boots are back in fashion. Should I show you mine? I'm not sure. Hang on. Where are you? So I've got, I think, my other pair. So I've got these, which I've had for years. I've got my first ever pair of cowboy boots that I got from Arseles on the King's Road like 20 years ago. And I kept them, and they're back in fashion, and that is great to hear. So these I'm going to be wearing with bootleg jeans this autumn winter, which I think is great. So yes, cowboy boots are back in fashion, but I will wear these because I've got them. Now I'm in my 40s, I wouldn't go out to buy cowboy boots because they're in fashion, if that makes sense. I would just wear these boots that actually, these are quite tired, but you know, those could pass as sort of cowboy boots. These are from Ash, and these are pretty old and pretty battered. But I wouldn't go out to buy a trend. But if I've got it from a previous type, you know, previous, what is the word that you use? A previous trend, like a past trend that's come back. I think that's what you say. I don't know. I'm pretty tired. So anyway, I am really rambling, guys. But yeah, cowboy boots are back in. So if you can get them pre-loved, if you can get them vintage, if you can get them from a parent, or if you've had them from a past trend, then get them out and wear them. But and actually, cowboy boots would look really, really great with a long skirt. Well, thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. It's been quite emotional, but very, very exciting, and I cannot wait to see Art this evening when he gets back. He's fine, which is the main thing. Just going to be a little bit sore and hobbling around for a little while. But anyhow, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending lots of love. Have a lovely, lovely weekend, and I will see you next week with more from me.